Let's talk about Occam's razor. Occam's razor is a guiding principle that's supposed to help you figure out which theory to accept if you have competing theories. It basically says that you should keep things simple. Do not unnecessarily multiply things. And by things, we mean like basically anything. Your assumptions in some kind of explanation or your steps in some kind of process. When you could do something in one step rather than two, do it in one step. If you could explain something with one assumption rather than two assumptions, then choose the theory that just has one assumption. Keep it simple. Occam's razor is telling you to accept as true the more simple answer or theory or solution or explanation. That's basically the guideline, and that's Occam's razor. It's telling you to razor off or shave off any unnecessary parts in whatever it is that you're thinking. Now, when we say Occam's razor, Occam is a guy who's famous in philosophy. It's Occam, William of Ockham. But he's not the first person to come up with this idea. And so even though we call it Occam's razor, it's just associated with him. He's not the guy who came up with it. And that's why, or partly why, Occam's razor has been called other things and is sometimes even spelled not the same as the William of Ockham guy. Way before Occam was Aristotle, who said nature operates in the shortest way possible. So when nature is doing something, it's not going to take unnecessary steps or the long way home. It's just going to get the job done, whatever that job is. So imagine that you have two competing theories, two competing explanations, or two competing answers, or two competing solutions. And both of them, let's say, explain what it is you're trying to explain. So we have theory A, which explains W, whatever W is, and F, whatever F is, based on the assumption that T, whatever T is. But you also have theory B. And theory B, just like theory A, explains W and F, whatever those stand for. But if you want to accept theory B, you not only have to assume T, you also have to assume Z. So William of Occam's razor, or just Occam's razor, would tell you that in this case, theory A is what you should accept because it's based on fewer assumptions, and so that's why you should pick it. Now, notice that it's not telling us that the shortest way possible or the fewest steps possible or the fewest assumptions possible gets you to the truth. It's just that we're going to value simplicity. So you should accept as true the more simple answer, theory, solution, explanation, etc. It's not saying that it's actually true, but that valuing simplicity, it's the better theory, etc.